From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the L.A. Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Richardson going right to the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And the Chargers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. On the option right is Fields. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Fields, 76 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now Richardson. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The Chargers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On second down, here's the option. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Richardson will keep it once again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Anthony Richardson, 26 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown! A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Slot man moves right. Richardson to throw off play action. Pressure comes and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Build that momentum, offense.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Running on 1st down, Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
they just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And his guys are going to take the lead.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Now for the point after.
Now they're going to fake it. That's caught inside the 10. And he gets it in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, here's Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now 2nd and 3. Richardson looking to throw this. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now it's Fields. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's got a man, complete. Charger touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 70 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. And McPherson on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
A run by Barkley going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Barkley. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. And Richardson back to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Touchdown, Chargers. Allen Lazard, 48 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line right. Still more than a
the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Richardson to the air on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Richardson on third and short. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Jelani Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap. Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. Now he's loose again, and he'll be taken down at the 26. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Fields. Steps away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
We watching the same game, ref? You're missing a good game, ref. Here we go, here we go. Warriors 70. Let's make some plays up there. 18 rally, 18 rally.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Now he's free at the 35.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dragons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 25 yards. And the Chargers have cut the lead back down to 2. Now the Chargers will again elect to go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. It's Eckler again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chargers. Jelani Woods with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And he will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Fields now to throw. Strides, look at him go.
Touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start by running the option to right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
run wide side here with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready? Warriors, 17.
Richardson off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. That's going deep for Bateman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Back to the air with Richardson. Airing it out deep for Woods. Touchdown, Chargers. Jelani Woods, 36 yards. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Fields on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now the try here for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here comes 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Richardson. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Richardson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is Jakeem Grant. Jakeem Grant now to return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. This is 1st and 10. That's out quickly to Bateman.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 36-yard line.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Richardson. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Here's Richardson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. McPherson on for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. He's got Eckler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. All eyes on Fields. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll get him a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Here's first down. Richardson to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And running with power here. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Sidney Brown in on the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Richardson dials up the first throw of overtime. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So third down coming up. And, Charles, I guess a question for me, where does four down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
On third down, Barkley stays on his feet. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 75 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Up the middle with Barkley. Dancing away at the 35. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on a field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now what can Fields do here in overtime? Looking middle, and that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. first down throw. Fields finding Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Second and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 47 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game at a sudden death. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get one extra period to decide it. This one, we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same. Tie, off we go. Let's move on to the next one.